Hey guys, welcome back to my car. Today I'm going to be filming a shoulder workout, and this entire workout will be on one machine. My favorite machine, which is I actually don't know what they call it. It's the lateral shoulder machine. I love it so much. Like, I see it and like love bubbles come out of my head. The working my shoulders laterally has made a big difference in rounding out my shoulders. So once I started seeing a change in that, I started getting really creative on this lateral machine. So I'm super excited to show you some of my exercises that I do on that. Tip for the day: discipline. I did not have any discipline until 2 years ago because I just thought you were either born with it or you didn't. And I didn't realize what discipline actually was. It's a practice. I thought that it was, I don't know what I thought it was, but I didn't have it. The switch for me in being able to access discipline every day was, instead of listening to how I felt that day and allowing those feelings to dictate what kind of day I was going to have and what I was going to get done, I instead reminded myself every day what I committed to. And I think that's very important, is really being clear with yourself and what you're committing to. And then you're able to activate those discipline muscles that you're slowly growing. So what I committed to when the year I turned 30, the year I was turning 30, that was a huge milestone for me, where I kind of had this moment where I thought, I cannot spend any more of my life doing crazy diets. I can't. Like, I cannot be on a yo-yo for any longer. What was I saying? There was someone approaching and I was like, I'm filming myself. I feel insane. Okay. So I didn't want to be doing this anymore. I didn't want to be on and off this wagon. I wanted to like live healthy and be nice to myself. And that was the one thing. It was like, everything I'm doing is telling my body that I don't like it and I'm being mean. I wanted to approach my fitness and health and eating with love, not, hate, basically. So I guess to bring it all in, discipline over feelings. If you can acknowledge your feelings, I'm not saying ignore how you feel. It's not about ignoring it, but acknowledging it and knowing what you committed to. It's committing to something. It's something about the word commitment. Literally, like, write yourself a letter. Write yourself, like, if you need to have it written down and in front of you. If there are things that switch your mind for you, if it's like a YouTuber, someone, I would watch Whitney Simmons videos every day. I would watch one of her workout videos and I would get super pumped about going to the gym because I loved how she approached working out. Books, music, motivational speeches, find things. If you know what your weaknesses are, for me, it was discipline. So I tried to set myself up to be disciplined. So it was watching the right kind of videos. My alarm, I would have like a little line being like, get up and work out, girl. You got this, da 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 da. I'm gonna share a quote, actually. I'm a quote fiend. I shared this on Instagram, and it's a George St. Pierre quote, and I just think he is the definition of self-discipline. Where is it here? There we go. You don't get better on the days when you feel like going. You get better on the days when you don't want to go, but you go anyway. If you can overcome the negative energy coming from your tired body or unmotivated mind, you will grow and become better. It won't be the best workout you ever have. You won't accomplish as much as you want to. Nope. You won't accomplish as much as you usually do when you feel good, but that doesn't matter. Growth is a long-term game, and the crappy days are more important. You learn more when you fall on your ass, and that's just true. So when you don't feel good and you push yourself through, you actually show yourself how strong you are. And then when really crazy shit happens in your life, you can actually still find time to go and get all sorts of stuff done. Tip for the day: discipline over feelings, commitment over feelings. commit to yourself. It's an act of self-love, and it doesn't have to be insane, but it has to be consistent. So happy workout, happy afternoon, morning, evening. I hope you enjoy this workout, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello. First exercise, lateral raise, 3 sets, 10 reps, leaning forward. So all you need to worry about is leaning your chest area against the pad, squeezing in your core, and raising your arms to 90. If you go above 90 degrees, I find you engage the trap muscles, and my trap muscles are already showing up when they're not invited. So that's a little tip. If you're finding yourself going above 90, that might be why your traps are sore the next day. So leaning forward, holding onto the bar, and now we're going to the straight back one. So all that's changed is I'm sitting up straight. I'm not leaning my boobs into that pad, and that's it. And you're just raising up. At this exercise, I don't like to totally disengage when I come down. I like to keep my shoulders under tension. So as you can see, I'm not coming all the way down during these sets. And this is just a different angle, just so you can see engage core, straight back, not going above 90. It's very simple. And yet again, just showing you my form. I have so many little clips of this showing off. Okay, so the next one is going to be leaning back. Now, you're really only starting the exercise, lean back, and then you're going to start coming in forward. I don't know, I think I'm going to do that soon. Yes. Once my core feels engaged, then I start leaning slightly forward. It's also a good core workout. So that's it. You keep your seat at the same level, and you just lean forward as you're pressing up. And that really adds tension to the shoulders. As you can see here too, because I'm starting to get a pump now. So as I come up, press. Incredible pump for the shoulders. So what's next? Because I feel like I've given you all the tips you really need. Engaged core, press up, lean forward. Oh yes, shoulder press variation 1 and 2. So you're gonna lean back. I bring the seat all the way down to the ground. So in this particular machine, I bring the seat down to 10. So this is much like a press, but it's a curved press. So you get the effects of a raise with a press as well. And all I'm doing here is changing hand position. So I'm just turning my hands out and pressing up. It's about a half rep because I'm not coming all the way down. And I really have found myself to grow some biceps with that exercise too. So it doubles up. Next exercise is the front delt raise. With this, again, you don't need to leave the machine. I'm just bending my arm and I'm pressing it against my entire forearm against the pad and pressing up. And then going in to the front delt press. So all that is again, you're just turning your hand around and almost like you're throwing something behind you. If you can get that image into your head, it will really help you with your form. So again, core is engaged, back is straight, and I'm raising. And I think I brought the seat up just a bit more. Now this is something you'll have to figure out for yourself because we're all different dimensions, but I bring the seat up to a 7 or a 9, so a little bit below halfway down. And that I find is most comfortable for me. Now I finish out this workout with a low lateral. I call it a raise curl because it's a raise and then I curl at the top. This is really good for rear delts and your biceps. So I'm leaning in against the pad and I am pressing up. Now this entire time, really keep in mind the mind to muscle connection and keep your shoulders down, pressed down. You do not want to raise them or you will engage your traps. And we don't want that. We want nice round shoulders. So that is the trick. And I do up to 20 of these because they're a nice finisher. And that's it for the workout, guys. I will see you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers.